Guys, I'm Stefan Jaeger and welcome to Only Boss Fights, and today we are going to go through why I think the Challenger Archetype is the best starting archetype in Remnant 2, especially for solo players. So let's get right into it.
Let me see. Yeah. It's getting worse.
So after about 30-minute prologue, you will be asked to see Wallace, where you will pick your archetype. Archetypes are Remnant 2's class system. You will get to pick between 4 different archetypes: the medic, the hunter, the handler, and of course the one we are talking about today, the Challenger class. The Challenger archetype comes equipped with the heaviest armor in the starting classes and will start the game classed as heavy in weight, which will have a 50% stamina cost penalty and slow dodge. This will all be offset later, but we will come back around to that. With this heavy armor, it means that the Challenger can take a lot of damage compared to other classes and get into the thick of the action. To help the Challenger deal with these situations, for being up close and personal with enemies, the Challenger is equipped with the AS-10 Bulldog, a 10 gauge shotgun that drum feeds 12 rounds to make it fully automatic. This is perfect for close quarter battle and crowd control. As a sidearm, the Challenger comes with the Silverback Model 500. This is a powerful hand cannon, which makes up for its small magazine of 5 rounds with stopping power to take out enemies all by itself. It also has quite a range on it at the cost of power to draw enemies from a distance. Both of these weapons have stagger bonuses for large enemies in tight situations. Finally, when guns just don't cut it and you want to get really personal, we have the Iron Greatsword, which hits with a punch and has a wide arc to take more than one enemy out at a time.
Help me! He's outside!
Now these are greater starting weapons that will upgrading I am still using after 2 worlds. But that's not all. As you start to level up, you will get perks and skills to enhance your character. Perks will open up as you level up, and the first one is Close Quarters. This increases your damage to all enemies within 10 meters and critical chance increased as well. The second one is Intimidating Presence, which when activated, the enemies within 10 meters will do less damage, and each enemy you kill within that 10 meters, damage is further reduced. So with these 2 perks, when an enemy gets within 10 meters, they received more damage and do less. I call that a win-win situation. The next perk is the thing we were going to come back to earlier about the weight. This perk is called the Power Lifter, and with this, each weight bracket and stamina regen delay are reduced by 50%. As soon as I got this, my weight went from heavy to slightly heavy, which sped up my dodge and made the stamina cost penalty 25% instead of 50%. So now I was not just a tank, but a fast tank, dodging easily out of the way of enemy attacks. And the last perk is a Relic perk. So when using a Relic within 10 meters of an enemy, it grants 2 stacks of Bulwark and 10% increased damage for 10 seconds. Bulwark is a buff that grants damage reduction. More specifically, the effect provides 5% damage reduction, and it can stack multiple times, making the tank even more of a tank. All with these perks make the tank nearly unstoppable, but if for some reason you find yourself outnumbered and dying, the prime perk has you. This perk you get from the beginning and it will get you back into the fight. This prime perk makes you invulnerable for 3 seconds and recovers a percentage of health back when an enemy deals that fatal blow. The percentage starts off low, but as you level up, the percentage goes all the way up to 100% at level 10. This recharges every 10 minutes so you can be on an extended run and use it more than once. So they think you're out, you are coming straight back and knocking them out. Now, perks are not the only benefit you get with archetypes in Remnant 2. You also get skills. More skills unlock as levels go up, but the first one you get is War Stomp. This starting skill causes high impact tremor damage in a forward cone. This is perfect for dealing with swarms or enemies or even bosses. The second skill, Juggernaut, is for the player that wants to take more damage and keep going. The skill gains 3 stacks of bulwark and increases movement, melee speed, plus 50% increased melee damage. With this skill attached, I can see a lot of people shouting, "Leroy Jenkins," and charging headfirst into swarms of enemies. And the final skill when you hit level 10 is the Rampage skill. This increases your fire rate, reload speed and movement speed, and every kill or massive damage that you deal, this grants 1 stack of rage, which increases range damage. Once reaching 10 stacks of rage, the character goes into berserker mode, which reloads their current firearm and doubles the rampage effects, mowing down enemies left, right and everywhere. The trait that the archetype gets is Strong Back, which means every level reduces encumberment by 10, making the armor lighter, but when you reach level 10 it can be attached to any archetype, so you could have a medic in heavy armor down the line and opens up so many more character builds. So with all these perks, traits, skills and weapons, this is why I think this is the boss of archetypes for starting players, and even say that every team needs one to deal high damage and take the enemies away. What more can I say? High damage, high resistance and even a second chance if you die? This is the premium of tank classes and perfect for all starting players. As you may have seen from my build, when you get enough experience you can attach a second archetype. And I will be back after more testing to tell you which one pairs best with the challenger. But for now, that is it. Thank you very much for watching, and remember to like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this. And for more boss fights and Remnant 2, we will be showing more on only boss fights. See you next time.